So we have leads every month. We have new leads coming in. We want to see what are just the leads this month, and we want to archive old leads. So how are we going to do that? I'm going to show you two ways. One, a very simple way, but then I'm going to show you a better way. First, I have all of my leads on this new tab. I have a blank tab called This Month and a blank tab called Archive. They all have exactly the same columns, so if we move rows, like you might be doing Command X or right-click cut, and then go over to this month and paste, and then coming back and deleting that blank row. We don't want to be doing that, right? That's a lot of work. So what I want to do is just show everything that's this month. Right at this moment when I'm making this video, it's November. So I only want to see November's. How do I do that? Well, I'm going to show you a very simple way. Equals, filter, range, everything on the new tab. And I actually want to change this to A:H. I can do A2 if I want, but you'll see it might not even matter. The condition is going to be month wrapped around the range of A here, the column A. What's that doing? That's going to get just that date. Look at what month is it. And then we're going to say equals month today, and that today is going to update every single day. So when it's the next month, we'll have all of the new leads. So right away, we have a filter mismatch. All we have to do is A2 in front of there, and we got all of November's leads. That's pretty cool, right? Like if I just wanted to see and edit everything on here on like a data tab and then just view them, then this would work. Unfortunately, I can't edit this. I'm trying to right now, and if I edit one, you'll see I get a reference error. Could not overwrite data in F6. This is not a way to use spreadsheets. I can view them, great for dashboards, great for a little bit of data somewhere, a little filter here or there, but not for really moving this stuff from tab to tab. So let's create some automations. Go up to extensions, AppScript. If you've never done AppScript before, just follow along, and I'll actually put a link to this sheet in the description below. Let's create a function called move this month, and variable this month, just to get the date, equals new date dot get month. And we can run this to see what is this going to be. Is it going to be a name? Is it going to be a number? What is it going to be? This new date is how we get today's date. And so this is 10. That's very interesting, right? That today is in the month of November and we're getting 10. That's because January is 0. Let's look at here, A2. We'll do spreadsheet app.get active spreadsheet.get sheet by name, new, get range, A2, get value. And let's log that as well and see what A2 is, what the month is. We're going to click run. We have to authorize now. We're just getting the value, so let's do get month on that, and that's 8. That is the 9th month, right? So in order to make sure that we're at least keeping a stable mind, right, what we want to do is actually add +1 to this so that we know, okay, that's 11. Now we have to just remember that every time we use get month, add 1 and just make sure those are correct, right? I want to see if A2 is equal to this month and do something here. Else, we're going to do something here. We'll say logger.log not equal. We'll say equal. Format document, save, and we're going to click run. We're going to say not equal, right? Because it's A2. Let's look at this date, A26. Let's change this A2 to cell A26, save, and run. Oh, because we need to add +1 to it. It didn't equal it. There we go. Run it again. And now we're equal, right? Okay. So we now know we can grab these dates and look at them and say, are they this month? So we're going to take each row, every single row, we're going to look at the column A, and if that's the same month as now, we're going to move this row over to this month. So let's delete these. We'll say spreadsheet app.get active spreadsheet. For the leads is get sheet by name, new, get range, and our range will actually not be A or B. We're going to start at row 2. We're going to go start at column 1 and go till column 8. And how many rows? We're going to get the last row. So let's change this to new. So leads sheet, get last row. There we go. So we're going to get everything from row 2 all the way to the very last row. and we're going to get value. Now this is going to be an array, so we need to just look at the very first item in the array. We're going to do a little bit of a for loop here for I equals 0, I is less than leads.length, I plus plus. So what this is doing is saying we're going to start at 0, we're going to go as long as there are leads, however many items are in that array or rows, and we're going to add 1 every time we loop through. Variable cell, or actually cell date is equal to leads 0. We need I and 0. So the first item in that leads. And let's get that. Let's just double check that we're getting this date here, all of these dates. We can save this and run it, and there we go. We have all of those dates. Oh, we do, however, need to do one tiny thing, which is get last row minus 1, because we're starting at 2. We could actually go 1 and then don't have to minus that 1. So there we go. We can do that as well. So we're getting every one of these cell dates. Now we just say if cell date dot get month plus 1 is equal to, that's two equal signs, this month. That's getting today's month. And if that's, so this is a little bit complicated. Basically, we're going to be moving these rows. So essentially, if we took this row right now, moved it, like sent it over, and then came back and deleted this row would be at a different place. So what we need to do is actually move them bottom up, but we need to get all of them, know what all of them are. So we're going to say, before our for loop, we're going to let this month rows equal, we're going to create a blank array, and then we're going to go this month rows dot put, and we just need the row. So this is going to be actually I plus 1, because I is starting it. We're going to need where we're going to go, so this month. So we're going to go variable this month sheet equals, we're going to copy this exact phrase here, and instead of new, it's this month. Let's make sure the capitalization is correct. This month, yes. We need the last row, this month sheet dot get last row. So we know where we're going to add the line. We actually need to move this above this for loop, because in this for loop we can copy everything and then delete everything later. So we're going to go this month sheet dot get range. It's going to be last row plus 1, column 1. The number of rows is 1, number of columns is 8. Set values, and the values we're going to set here are from this row that we're on, right? This row that we just found is correct. Call this move range. So variable move range is equal to leads that get range. Row is I plus 1. First column, sorry, this is leads sheets. Number of rows is going to be 1. Number of columns is 8. Get values. So what this is doing is grabbing whatever actual row there is, and we're setting the values in this new month. And then we're actually going to save which row we're on, so that afterwards we can create another for loop. J equals this month's rows dot length minus 1. A is greater than or equal to 0. We're going to have to do this a little bit backwards, because we want to start at the bottom and delete each row from the bottom up, or we're going to have the wrong row being deleted. Lead sheets dot delete row, this month's row, J. So what should happen is all of these rows here are copied over and then come back and deleted. So that's 30 rows, but for now, let's just try this 9. So instead of doing this month, where we're getting it programmatically, let's actually comment that out. Just put 9 there. Let's save, run it, make it some errors. CellDate.getMonth is not a function, and this is telling us it's in row 14. We can delete that 0, and we only need the first column there, but we will move them later. So let's run it again. Still, CellDate is not a function. Let's add back the 0 here, but keep the 1. Run it. We're still getting CellDate, getMonth, not a function. We want to probably skip non-dates. So if CellDate, we want to make sure this is not, we want to make sure it is a CellDate. So if the CellDate is an instance of date, meaning it is a date, then we'll do this. But if not, we'll skip it. Let's add a log of what this CellDate is. Oh, we need to move this CellDate above this if. That's why it's not working. I think we need to change this instance of date CellDate.getMonth is equal to this month plus 1. I think we need to actually do spread. It's going to be weird. Spreadsheet.flush, because the last row isn't updating each time. So let's click run and see. We're going to see the month 10s here start to move. And they're still writing over each other. It's just that this last month row is being set before the loop. So if we just put it inside the loop, it should be updated each time. So now we'll see all of these 10s not go to exactly the same row. Let's run it, and there they go. Each one goes down, and we'll see that after they get written over, they should be deleted. There we go. All of the month 10s are done. So now we know that month 10 works. Good test. We can test it now with this new date, this move this month. But I want to do one extra thing, which is I want to archive the old ones, right? So I'm going to take this whole script again, copy it, and paste it down here. I'm going to call this function archive. I'm going to say this month is actually this month. And if it's less than, if any of the cells are less than or equal to this month, then we'll move them. And we need to move them from this month to archive. So how cool is that we took a while to write all of this code, but now we can use the exact same code and just change the sheet names to say, okay, look at this particular sheet and go to this other sheet. Well, so let's save that. And let's test it. Let's go to archive and run. Oh, I see we have to do this for both. So we need to get rid of this particular one. And up here as well, I think we added this and then didn't delete the old one. So let's save it, run that archive, and see they're moving now, each one, and we'll be deleting these as once the archive is done. There it goes. They all get deleted. And again, we have move this month is now automatic to whatever this month is. So let's run it, move this month, run, and we'll see all of the November ones move. There we go. So now we have two functions already written, moving from new to this month and from this month to archive. Let's automate them. Let's go over to the left side, go to triggers, add trigger, choose what function to run, move this month. Time driven is our event source. Now we say every month on the first day of the month. Actually, sorry, this should be archive. We should do on the first of the month. Let's save that first. So now every month at the start of the month, we're going to get rid of this month, and then the new ones will come in, right? And the new ones are coming in probably during the month. So we'll add a new trigger, move this month, time driven. We're going to do it every day, actually. And we're going to do it, let's say at the beginning of the day before anyone comes in. Click save. Why is that? It's because each new lead, the date added, it's going to be adding that day. Then the next day in the morning, we're going to move it to this month. So we have our fresh leads. So we have literally every lead that comes in, right? But only the ones that are this month are going to be added here every day. And then every month, automatically, we're going to get rid of anything that's not this month. I'm going to archive it at the beginning of every month. Isn't that cool? These triggers, if they're not working, you can edit them here, click the little pencil icon, or delete them altogether with these three dots. Click delete trigger, yes, delete forever. Delete trigger, yes, delete forever. There you go. You can get this exact script down below. Enjoy. You're watching Better Sheets here on YouTube. Make sure you check out this video or this video and subscribe right now to get more tips, tricks, how-tos. Get more out of your Google Sheets than you ever have before. I'm excited to be making a ton more videos here. Ask me questions down in the comments and I will answer them in future videos. But for right now, right here, one of these videos is going to be your next Google Sheet.